Hi there, my name is Andrew. My name is Cayne. And we played in, what band are we from?
We're from a band called We Are the City.
And you're watching the Permanent Rain Press.
I just wanted to get in on that.
Yeah, I understand.
No, I'm not here.
Okay, so how are you guys doing today?
I'm feeling excited, nervous, happy, content.
I feel very happy. Also kind of nervous. Well,
They're all
I mean,
positive
I've definitely got the thump going on in my
Me too.
in this area.
Me too.
You know.
So can you guys start by introducing yourselves and your roles in the band?
My name is Andrew, or Andy, either or. I play drums in the band,
And sometimes,
sing one time, only one time.
1 out of 20-ish times.
Yeah.
My name is Cayne, and I play piano and sing 19 out of
95% of the time you're singing, 5% of the time I'm singing.
yeah.
Okay, so is there a story behind the band name?
Yeah, I guess a little bit of a story. We were very young when we started the band. It was myself, Cayne, and this fellow named David, who is in Hawaii right now. Can't be with us.
He is definitely soaking in the sun.
Yeah,
Lucky guy.
we were very young and we were thinking, what's a good band name? And we came up with a band name called The City. David and I were sitting in church and there was this verse about a city on a hill could not be hidden, and something about the way the city sounded that sounded really nice to us, and so we thought, let's go with The City. And then as it turned out, there was a band from Toronto that had the same name, so we went with We Are the City. And I feel pretty lucky that it's retained a little bit of aesthetic pleasure.
In hindsight, we actually haven't, you know what, can I be frank with you, we haven't really discussed our band name in maybe 2 years. In hindsight, what do you think of our band name?
I think it's nice. I think
What does it mean to you
what
now?
I like about it is that it's not sort of stuck in any, I feel like, era of band names. Because we could have come up with like a really cool indie band name. But the thing is our band name isn't actually that cool. So there's something about it that when you think of it, it's like, oh, that's that band.
Mm-hmm.
It's more tailored to us and less tailored to a certain sound or movement.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it.
So you guys have been working hard on your sophomore full length for a good chunk of 2012. Can you share any details about the writing and recording process?
Yes? Do you want to?
You look to me to yes, okay. This, we have been working on this album for a very good chunk of 2000, so nervous. I'm just, okay. Let's cut around this. We have been working on it for actually all of 2012. You know what, actually, Andrew and I have worked on this album for 4 years.
4 years, actually, and so like when you think about the last year that we spent, that's all it was spent on.
Yeah.
It was like
We've lived in 2 houses set for demolition. One has been torn down, one we still live in, but it will be torn down soon.
Yeah.
We really pieced together everything in those 2 houses, and in the summer of 2010,
Yeah.
we also lived in this pool house in White Rock that we wrote actually almost all the percussion to the album was written then. And before that, a lot of the guitar parts were written like the year before that. It's been a really long...
It's been a long time coming.
Been a long time coming. Lots of different areas were used to write in. And
here we are.
Here we are. So much has changed since we began writing the record. And the recording process has been a dream.
Come true.
It's a dream come true. It's a breeze, really. I mean, not really. It's not a breeze, but it is like more than I could have ever.
Feels like a breeze.
It is a breeze. Well, now that it's
No,
done.
it feels as nice as a breeze. It's a different.
Oh, I see, like a warm breeze.
Yeah.
Blue steel breeze coming off the lake.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes, we are completed the recording process now, and I'm so excited to show it to anybody other than Andrew.
I've heard it.
He's heard it. He's heard it now. I want to hear what somebody else thinks of it.
So do you guys think that the songs on the album have a different feel in comparison to your other releases?
Yeah, kind of like what Cayne was saying, like, because it took so long, I feel like, Cayne hates it when I say this, but I feel like it's what the band has been trying to do. And so high school was a bit of a deviation, and in a choir world we were quite young. And so now here we are, and we have something that I feel like we've put a lot of ourselves into, a lot of time into, and so it's very different.
It does sound very different because, well, maybe I shouldn't say very different because maybe to each their own, I guess. But for me, it's very different because so much has changed in the time that we've written it. 4 years is a long time, especially we began writing when we were 18 years old, and now we're 22 years old, and that's a really big difference in terms of, I guess, growing up and moving through the young adulthood. Is so lame to say, but it's totally true. And so in that time we've written this record. So yeah, it's actually kind of all encompassing really to everything the band is, which I actually
Is it exactly what
was
I said?
exactly what you said, but I
said it again.
I said it again. So I mean that was good.
Everyone can say it in their own words, you know.
Yeah.
So what was it like filming or making your feature-length film in Norway?
It was kind of like one of the most intense experiences of my entire life, and I don't know if that'll translate, because when people watch movies, they kind of like watch it and it's like, oh cool, like this is a movie, and they don't really think about all the stuff that went into it. But for ourselves, like, we haven't ever made a movie. None of us have made a movie, and so to make it seem like that movie that someone else would watch and be like, cool, this comes off as a totally legitimate movie, that takes a lot of effort, especially for people like us.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was early mornings and late nights, and so much jam-packed in those days. That's what it was like.
Yeah, and it was really intense. Yeah, I could say the same. I would say the same thing.
In his own
I would say the same thing in my own words, but yes, I agree.
I'm just curious, why did you guys choose Norway and not anywhere else in the world to shoot a movie?
Well, in January of 2012, we started on this idea to make a feature-length film, and right away we knew that Vancouver wasn't the right city to shoot it in, just because I feel that we wouldn't have been able to look at Vancouver in a new light, you know, with fresh eyes, listen to Vancouver with fresh ears, and so we just thought, well, we're going to go somewhere new.
It was truly exciting for us.
Not that Vancouver's not exciting.
No, but I mean, like,
so
even
much,
people
but
in Vancouver, I think now will get very excited about seeing another place.
a different place, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we were so excited about going to a different place, and Andrew had, through a series of connections, made a significant connection in Norway. This wonderful lady named Lynn Heidi, and so he was friends with her, and
I still am.
yeah, yes, and now I am as well. And so she acted as our kind of executive Norwegian producer, and we knew her, and she is Norwegian, and she lived in Bergen, and we wanted to film
That's where we filmed.
that's where we filmed. So we thought about Japan, we thought about India and Mexico and all of these different places, and then we started thinking about Lynn Heidi, and
Just made sense.
it made total sense, and she was very excited.
And also Scandinavian films are very interesting for us, and so we kind of thought, let's try and make a Scandinavian film directed by Canadians. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like preposterous how many like things are piled on top, that when you're like, yeah, it's a Scandinavian film directed by Canadians, by half of it is by a band that's kind of like for a band album release, but sort of not, filmed in Norway, in Norwegian. It's just like, it's pretty insane.
There's a lot of like
a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of the question why, like why would, and I guess that's why you asked.
And the
that.
answer is, I guess, just to experiment,
Yeah.
to be kind of like as crazy as possible.
Yeah.
I guess.
So back to the film, are your fans going to have the privilege of seeing it anytime soon?
I hope so. I mean, we're cutting it right now,
Mhm.
and so I would say that the release. I don't want to say too much.
How about we can just say that we haven't even seen it yet?
We haven't even seen it yet. But as soon as it's done, we'll start the kind of like the rollout to
Yeah.
release it.
Yeah.
Everyone that wants to see it will see it.
I would
eventually.
love so much to show everyone who's willing.
Yeah.
As soon as possible.
So this is your guys' first year in Sing It Forward, which of course raises money for the St. James Music Academy, the programs for youth, which I think is a great cause. What do you guys think, like how important is it to have music in one's life, in your opinion?
Well, for me, I mean, music is, it's very interesting because music is universally something that we all can find attachment in. And that's not the same with almost anything else. Like there are obvious, like very abstract ideas, love or, you know, passion, these things. But I think music is something tangible or almost tangible that everybody has an interest in, a certain genre. And it's all about expression. It's all these beautiful things. And so I think a cause like this where there's people that are willing to give their time, like I just feel so privileged to be around so many talented bands, and be a part of it. It's just like, I can't think of doing anything else, you know? It's just like, of course, this is an amazing cause to support because it doesn't make any sense to not support it.
A bit of a different question here, but I don't know if you guys heard that the Academy Award nominations came out earlier today. So we would like to know what was your favorite movie of the year?
Oh, cool. Very topical.
Wow,
That's
okay.
great. They came out today. Ah,
I didn't see
I
it.
gotta read that list. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, what was yours, Kane? I know what yours is. How about you say mine and I say yours?
Well, I've got a tie.
No, I know what your tie is, though.
Okay, I'll say yours.
Okay, I'll say Kane's. And why is that? There's kids walking along. And why is it my favorite?
Okay, I'm gonna say that your favorite movie of the year was The Master, directed by P.T. Anderson. I would say that you liked it best because of its forward-thinking, violent images, and vast conversational topic discussion.
Very good. So Kane's two favorite movies. It's a tie. It's a tie between Django Unchained and The Master.
Why?
Well, Django Unchained is everything, in your opinion, I haven't seen it, but Kane says it's everything that Quentin Tarantino has been trying for, but everything is perfect about it. It's perfected.
And why did I like The Master?
Same reasons I like The Master.
Well, also the music.
The music. Well, you don't think I like the music?
I don't know.
Well,
Do you?
yes.
Okay, you heard it here first.
And also our signature question that we like to ask everyone, if each of you could be any ice cream flavor, which would you be and why?
Definitely mint chocolate chip.
I knew it. Kane's would be mint chocolate chip.
Andrew's would be vanilla.
No, come on, man.
Hold on, think about it.
Well, here's the thing. I recently bought, I haven't tried it yet, but it's pumpkin
Hold
pie.
on, hold on.
What? Well,
I just want to talk
let me
about...
finish my answer.
Okay.
Pumpkin pie ice cream is something I haven't tried yet, but the idea of it seems awesome. And I feel like that's how I feel about myself. I haven't done anything really that I want. I haven't become the person I want to be, and I haven't done the things I want to do yet. But I think it's going to be good.
Okay, so the kind of ice cream you would be is one you haven't tried, but you like the idea of?
Yes.
Okay, that's like a great answer, actually.
And Kane's is mint chocolate chip because it's minty, it's fresh, and you got chunks of chocolate in there.
It's crazy!
Oh.
Is there anything else that you guys would like to say to your fans? And if people haven't heard of you, where they can check out your music?
Well, I would say to our fans, I feel uncomfortable saying that word because I don't really know if we have.
I would say to anyone interested...
Who's following us?
Anyone who is interested in what we have to say, I would say try pumpkin pie ice cream.
And I would say, become the person that you want to be. Same sort of thing.
Same thing.
Metaphorical and literal.
Thank you for everything.
Here we go.
We're called We Are the City. You can find us at wearethecity.ca.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for doing the interview with us. And yeah, make sure you check them out on social media sites. And of course, they'll be releasing their brand new album later this year. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Oh, good stuff, man.
Very cool.
Maybe there's a weight on the weight the stars wait for the light of day and the way light moves. I'm tired.